Hi everyone, welcome to Eden's Secret. Today we're going to be making soap dough in 24 hours using the recipe in the description box below, the recipe that I've provided and my soap recipe. You'll be able to make soap dough that will be ready to use tomorrow. Okay, keep watching for more. So what I'm going to be doing today is I just wanted to make some soap balls that look like bath truffles, but they're made of soap rather than a bath bomb, and I wanted to use quite a few different colours. So these are the colours and the fragrances that I'm going to use with them. So I'm going to use my favourite because I want a nice bright pink and I want a duller pink as well. So I'm using pink 201P from Mineral Makeup Ingredients, and the fragrance I'm going to use with that is Fluffy Pink Candy from Nature's Garden, or if you're in the UK, Nature's Garden is a USA supplier. You can buy that fragrance from that company in the USA, and I'm sure they ship all over the world. I know people in Australia and just all over Europe. I know people buy their fragrances. The next colour we're using is Oasis. It's a gorgeous sort of minty jadey green mica, and the fragrance we're going to use with that is Seaweed Juniper from Soap Supplier. All the links to the fragrances and colours I'm using are in the description box below, just in case you're new to watching Eden's Secret. I've chosen fragrances that'll, I don't think the Seaweed and Juniper discolours, but most of the other fragrances do discolour. So you might wonder why I'm using discolouring fragrances, but that'll all become clear later on. I'm using the delicious and delectable Pink Kisses, and this is from Grapefruit. Now this is a dupe of Pink Sugar from Aquilina, and it is a magnificent dupe. It's absolutely delicious. I haven't used it for years, but I'm going to use it today, and the colour I'm going to be using for that one is the Duo Hot Pink from Mica Mama. I'm using Bonny Buttercup Sparkle. I love this yellow, it's absolutely beautiful, from youmakeitup.com. And the fragrance I'm going to be using with that is another old favourite, and Oatmeal Milk and Honey is a real old favourite, probably used by nearly all soap makers around the world that were soaping a long time ago. I'm using, for the next colour, Ocean Blue Mica from Mica Mama. I just want a nice turquoisey colour. I do have a water-based colour that probably would be a better turquoise, but I just want to use all micas today. And so the fragrance I'm using, I've just got a little bit left in the bottle you just saw. I'm using Dolly Mixture from Silk Magic Oils. Now, I don't know if you've ever familiar with this fragrance, but this fragrance is in a candle from a company called Lily Flame, and it's called Dolly Rocker, and it is absolutely fantastic, but it discolours terribly. So that's why I'm using it today. So I've got a little bit left in here, which I'm going to use up. The next colour I'm using is Bright Gold from Mineral Makeup Ingredients, that mica. And the fragrance I'm using for that one, another one that discolours, is Fresh Hair, Honey and Amber. I've been saving this for the summer, just because obviously it's fresh hair, honey and amber, and the hair is out at this time of year, and it's an absolutely delicious, gorgeous fragrance, but again, it does discolour. Now what's really interesting about it is it discolours to gold. So it's perfect for a summer hair fragrance. It's not an ugly discoloration either, but it does discolour. So again, that's why I'm using that today. So I'm just trying to think of different ways that you can actually use fragrances that do discolour in soap. Right, let's move on to the next section where we're going to be dividing our soap batter into 6 different containers, because we've got 6 colours and we've got 6 different fragrances here. So we're going to split the batch up, and then we're going to get 6 loaf moulds, and we're going to pour those colours and fragrances into those loaf moulds. Okay, so we're ready to split up this soap batter now. Didn't realise I'd spilled some. That's where your old cloths come in really handy. Right, so I want the same quantity in each container, so just gonna fill these up to 800 mils. Might need more, might take more. I'll do 900. Looks like I'm going to have to change them to 850. Right, that's 6 containers. Still looks like there's a little bit less in this one, but that's okay. It just means that we'll make one less ball or whatever. So we're going to start with the lightest colour first, which today is gold. And we're going to put actually I'm going to use those my measuring spoons that I got from Lisa at I Dream in Soap. So that's 1 tablespoonful in there. Right, I was just seeing how much a tablespoonful is in a measure. So with my fragrance, I'm going to add 2 tablespoonfuls of fragrance. You can definitely smell the honey notes in there. It's really, really pleasant. And then blend those in. Make sure we give it a stir, scrape everything off the bottom and round the edges and any little corners that you can get into, and then we'll pour this into a loaf mould. So we'll just get it poured in there because you don't want your soap to set up in the jug. It'd be nice to be able to mix all the colours and fragrances in together first and then pour them all, but too dangerous to do it that way. So that's colour 1 done. Alright, the next colour we're going to do is the yellow, and I'm not going to put as much colour in with this one because it's fairly concentrated, and I don't want a really bright, you know, I don't want all of these colours. I know this is the inside of the truffle, so it doesn't really matter, but I don't want really dense colours. I want pastels. The gold, I mean, obviously that's different. So I'm just going to get my mould ready because I'm sure oatmeal milk and honey sets pretty quick. Again, we're going to put 2 tablespoonfuls in there. That hasn't moved as fast as I thought it did. Maybe it wasn't a fast mover, maybe it was just that it discolours. It might not even discolour for all I'm just might be remembering wrong. Right, our next colour is going to be the pink, the hot pink. So again, I know I don't need much of this. And then putting in the fluffy pink candy, again 2 tablespoons. It's quite an interesting experiment actually when you're using fragrances that you haven't used before. So this one I haven't used. I might have used it years ago, but I can't remember. So these balls I'm doing, they might actually turn out to be a 3-day technique. Pouring the first day, allowing the colours to saponify, then making balls, then decorating them. So we'll see. Right, now for the duo pink. I need a bit more of this one because it's not very dense a colour. You can see it's practically orange, that fragrance. So you can tell it's going to discolour. Super strong, that fragrance. Right, so let's use the Oasis colour for this one. See, it's a really pretty green. Okay, so we're using the ocean blue here. And the pink kisses, which is like pink sugar. I guess pink kisses probably doesn't go with blue as a colour for a pink fragrance, but I've got to have some blue in there. Okay, so there we have all of our colours poured. You can see the first one, which was the fresh hay, honey and amber, that hasn't set yet, and that was the first one we poured. The oatmeal, milk and honey has set already. Second one we poured. The third one we poured is the seaweed and juniper, and that is still loose. The fluffy pink candy, which is the fourth one we poured, that's still loose. The dolly mixture, the fifth one we poured, that's still loose. And the pink kisses, pink sugar, which was the last one we poured, literally just poured, is also still loose. So it's looking like all those fragrances would be pretty good to soak with as far as moving ability. Right, so what we're going to do now is I'm just going to take some sheets of cellophane. People always ask where I get this and what's it called. I've got a few sheets here all together. I know this as butcher's wrap. It's also called countertop wrap, and I used to get it from a company called Westmoreland Packaging, but they don't do it anymore. It's like a local Lake District company. They're based in Kendal actually, but I literally bought packs and packs of the stuff years ago, and I'm still using it up. So what I'm using it for today is just to put a seal on my soap so that no air can get to it. Looks like I need a bit extra down one end. So I'm just cutting some in half and pop that in there like that. And I'm going to do that with all of my soaps. Alright, here's the pink. So let's unmold the pink and see how we do with the pink. Have we got soap dough this time? Yes. Perfect soap dough. So we know that that fragrance and that colour will make perfect soap dough. So that's the Snow Fairy, which hasn't discoloured yet, interestingly, but I'm sure it will. Well, it says on the website anyway, on the Nature's Garden website. I'm sure this is like a medium tan discoloration. Right, so I'm just going to continue, make all this into soap dough, and then we'll move on to the next colour. And here we are with the last colour, which I think was turquoise, wasn't it? It looks like green, so I can't remember which one's which. Oh, this is the pink sugar. So as you can see, it's already discolouring on the outside. So I'm pretty sure this one will discolour to brown or dirty green or dirty blue, but it's still made brilliant soap dough, so we're okay, because it really doesn't matter what colour these soaps go on the inside, as I've mentioned before, because they're going to have a coating on the outside. I just hope that works out all right. Right, I'm going to squeeze all of these into balls and then we'll be back. Okay, so now to the gold and the fresh hay, honey and amber fragrance. I think we might be okay with this one. I'm not 100% sure yet, but let's slice it up and find out, shall we? I think it's going to be fine, which I'm glad about, because I've got two that have turned out a bit crumbly, but I still have one to go, so I don't know what that one's going to be like, so fingers crossed it's going to be okay. So there we are with the gold. Definitely like a tiny bit crumbly on the out skin, you know, on the outer side, so maybe it's just that some air has got in, but air has got into all of them. If it's got into one, it's got into them all. But this one is going to be absolutely fine. I'm going to continue rolling these ones into balls and then we'll be back for the last colour. Right, now it's time for the duo pink. Let's see if we have soap dough. And this was made with the Dolly mixture from Silk Magic. This one's a little bit crumbly. Weird. I hope they're not all like this. All I want to do is to be able to roll it into a ball. It sort of doesn't matter if it's a little bit crumbly. Just not really what I want, but slice it up anyway. Just going to try something and take off that outer layer. Can you see how we've got, you know, it's discoloured on the outside? I'm just going to take that off. See what the soap does like inside. Yeah, much better. Much better. So I think I'm just going to shave off the crumbs, the skin. It's just going to be too much effort to try and work all that outside into the dough, just for time's sake. If you've got more time, then you'll probably be okay. Weird, I can't do that way around. Actually, I think I'll be better off with a potato peeler. Then you're not taking too much off, you're just taking off what needs to come off. Much better. Obviously I'm not going to end up with as many balls out of this colour, but it doesn't matter as long as I've got some. Right, so I'm just going to continue on doing that and then we'll move on to the next colour. And let's see if we've got some soap dough. So this smell was the seaweed and juniper. Yeah, it's a bit crumbly. It actually, every one I do might look a little bit different. This one is very crumbly, and that's probably down to either the colour or the fragrance. Now, although it's crumbly, it will turn into soap dough, I'm sure. It's weird. Take a bit more work than the rest of the soap dough, but you can see it is moulding together now. And it really doesn't matter, because it doesn't have to be perfect, this, because it's going to get rolled into a ball. Well, there you go. I don't know if I should deal with this one last, because it's going to be more work than any of the others. Strange, but I have seen that before. I haven't made soap dough very often, but I have seen this happen before. If it's just all going to crumble, then I'll just not use this green. I'm going to chop it all up, and then I'm going to put it into a bag. I know B says, B from Sorcery Soap, the soap dough queen, I remember her saying that although something might not look like soap dough today, in a couple of weeks or a month or even longer than that, it might actually be just exactly the way you want it, so not to throw anything away. So I'm going to pop that in a bag. Okay, next up is the oatmeal milk and honey, and it's looking good so far. This one looks pretty perfect, actually. Probably if you're going to make soap dough, it might be best to make it without fragrance, because obviously all these colours I'm doing, they're just out of the same batch. I know the colours are different, but I don't think it's the colours that have anything to do with it. I'm certain it's the fragrance, but I need fragrance in these. I can't make soap without fragrance of this kind. It's different if I'm going to decorate something with soap dough, but this soap dough is going to be like the inners of the soap, so it's going to be a major part of the soap. Right, so let's squeeze some of this and see what we've got. Yeah, perfect. Dead easy to squeeze. Not crumbly at all. Rolls into a ball beautifully, which is what I want. So I'm going to roll all these into a ball. Okay everyone, my bubble lovers, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that video. Join me tomorrow for another video where I'll be showing you what I've made with this soap dough from today's video. If you make any soap dough from my recipe, or you make any products that are taken from any videos of mine, please tag me on Instagram with the pictures or the videos or whatever you want to. I don't mind. That's what my videos are there for, to inspire you to make soap. Thanks for watching everyone. I'll see you all very, very soon. Well, I'll see you tomorrow for a very special soap making video. Bye bye for now.